Okay, this could probably be the most misunderstood and mistaken video I've ever made. You just hear people throwing around things, words that seem to have this meaning in our culture. And a lot of people say, this person's a Nazi or that person's a Nazi. And I was just, wondering, is that like the biggest insult you could call somebody? For me, I think for most of my life, the biggest insult somebody could call somebody is a racist. And I guess Nazi sort of includes that. But let's see what issues I think people have had with Nazis. Okay. Right. Now we'll start with the Nazis, okay? Supposedly 6 million is standard. 6 million Jews were killed. And some say up to 7.2 million Jews were killed. And it's strange because I don't know who came up with these numbers, and there have been people that have scientifically proven that several of the places that were considered death camps, big death camps with gas chambers, could not possibly have had gas chambers. So I'm really not sure. I know it was an atrocity, and a lot of people looked away while the factual information was set in stone, I guess. But let's talk about in building the United States of America, the genocide that was undertaken. I think reasonably you can say 8.5 million minimum Native Americans were killed. Up to 80 million. And some people go so far as to say 150 million, but I think that includes, North and South America, blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, genocide is killing a people. It's killing a way of life, right? How many Native Americans can adopt the way of life that they had 500, 600, 700 years ago? How many people can live off the land, hunt freely, and not ever have to have standard currency in their pocket? Where in North America can you find a place like that? So, got 6 million, 8.5 million. Which was worse? Okay. The Nazis instigated or had this war that covered Europe for several years, while the United States has military bases in 130 nations. 130 nations, the United States has military bases. They have 900 military bases that are not in the United States of America. The United States of America has 900 military bases that are not in the United States of America. And never forget Diego Garcia. It was an island. It's now a U.S. military base. And that was genocide. Again. Alright, now the Nazis had this guy, Joseph Goebbels, and he was supposedly a master of propaganda. And he used movies and radio, news programs to basically further their ideology. Now, the United States has 24-hour news programs, a lot of different ones, which supports nationalism, regionalism, which I never knew existed until I moved down south. and heard the word Yankee more than when I used to collect baseball cards. Racism. I will never ever forget hearing in the primaries a few years back, the presidential primaries, about Hillary and white voters and Obama and black voters. It freaked me out. I heard this on the news, a regular nightly news program, not a CNN or any of the 24-hour, and it wasn't Fox either. I think it was maybe NBC. Anyway, general intolerance. If you watch these news programs, we're not tolerant of anybody who disagrees with us. That's basically the mindset. Now, in my opinion, every article of news is propaganda. It's somebody who wants you to think a certain way about a situation, and you're given the news from this perspective. You understand? You see what I'm saying? Anyhow. Now let's definitions vary on this. There's kind of an ideology which is based in nationalism, and laws about what's right and what is wrong are strictly enforced. Now, I never lived in Nazi Europe. I don't have any idea about it. I do know that the U.S. government violates human rights to abuse and imprison its own people. All I'm saying is that, well, okay, like always, I do not want anybody to believe me. I don't like the word believe, and I'd rather you just consider this, look into it, disprove me. Anyway, all I'm saying is there may be better insults than calling someone a Nazi. Thank you.